Welcome to the Best Small Business Show. I'm BJ Flagg, and I'm here with Rich G, my co host. And the book we have chosen this week is a real affirmation of something Rich and I do ever since the beginning of our careers.
Hey, everybody. What could BJ be talking about? That's right. It's our wake up routine. This book, The 5 a.m. Club, Own Your Morning by Robin Sharma, is a great way to drill down on a routine that has made all the difference in my life and also, I think, in BJ's life.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Before we go diving into the book, I want us to both give a little idea into your routine, your morning routine. And if you happen to have a quote from the book that kind of stuck with you. So give it to us, Rich.
Yeah, for many years, even when I worked in corporate, I got up early just because I could beat the traffic in, I could get a jump on the day, I can do things. So when I started my practice, I just continued it. I usually get up at around 4:30, take a shower, get dressed. I'm all set to go by about 5. And I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm setting up my day and everything if I work at home or I'm on the road and I'm beating traffic. Rather than sitting in traffic and complaining, I'm at work at my office and I'm getting things done. So
Yeah.
that's why I get up early. He has a great quote. It's called "The hero does not become great during periods of comfort." And I look at, when I stay in bed for a long period, that's the comfort time. And I
Yeah.
think this quote aligns with the book's central message. Personal growth, mastery, and greatness are forged in challenging, uncomfortable, and disciplined moments. And I think what we're talking about is uncomfortable and disciplined, getting up at 4:30. It's hard.
You
But
got it. You got it.
once you're up, you're up.
And I know that Sharma also talks about the victory hour. I just thought that was totally cool about just that it requires stepping out of your comfort zone, your comfort of sleep and embracing discipline. You mentioned that. And it just, to me, calling it the victory hour was really good. So I just wanted to put that onto what you were doing. Um, I like to reflect in the morning. So I read a little, I journal. So it's a nice slow wake up. And then I get out of the house and I walk the dogs, I stretch, I do my um, strengthening exercises. I'm kind of a nerd because I also journal that kind of stuff too, but it gets me into a good headspace for the rest of the day. I also always have a learning module keyed up so that I can get right to that. Rich and I have been crazy about AI recently, so
Mhm.
we've been totally into that, right, Rich?
Yes.
And he's better at it than I am. He is better at it than I am. He dives into it. And I love that. I love that. And I also, bother Rich with an idea. I try to text him and see if I can tell him something. But all of those things kind of wrap around something that I think Sharma said that really kind of stuck with me. All change is hard at first, messy in the middle, and gorgeous at the end. Rich, how did that hit you? I love that quote.
Yeah, it's a great quote because um, it's showing you that you have to develop some discipline when you're trying something new or you're changing a habit or you're inculcating something new in your life. Change is hard. It really is
Yeah.
because you're changing behaviors. And it's messy in the middle because you might be going back to the way you did it or you're trying something new. But I love gorgeous at the end because once you absorb and start doing that new behavior, you see the benefits of it.
Yeah, yeah, which is just so great. Now, one more thing before we go sharing some insights. Let's give you a little background on Robin because I think it's interesting where he kind of comes from.
Sure. Robin is a renowned author who helps people unlock their potential. His clients include major organizations like NASA, Microsoft, and Nike. So he's a heavy hitter. He's known for his engaging presentations and his practical insights because that's why we're talking about him today. And he
Yeah.
inspires individuals to elevate their performance.
And what I would love you to do is check out his other books because he has Everyday Hero Manifesto, which is kind of cool. The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, and then Who Will Cry When You Die. Oh my gosh. I bet we'll interview that one after a
Yeah,
while.
he
That
wrote
was a
a
good one.
sequel to The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari to The Priest Who Sold His Peugeot. So it'll be interesting to see. So
You're so bad. You're so bad. Let's do insight number one.
I could go on forever. The
Yes, you can,
rabbi who
but
sold
stop
his
right there.
Renault. Anyway, our first insight is start the day without interruptions and like bad jokes like this.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
we want it. This is a huge part of his book. You know, this is the thing that trips people up is if you build in interruptions at the start of your day, it's not going to be a good day. So start the day without interruptions. It's going to allow you to focus and set the tone for the day. Okay.
Yeah.
Some of the things I tell my clients to do is first thing, turn off your phone. Okay. Turn it off unless a patient is dying on the
Yes.
operating table, no one's going to die if your phone is off for 5 or 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops.
At
Okay.
5 a.m. in the morning.
At
At
5
5 a.m.
a.m.
in
in
the
the
morning.
morning. Yeah. PJ, you're absolutely right. Second, don't check your email. That's the first thing that everybody does is, oh, I'm going to check my email. And you know what kind of a rabbit hole that causes when you start
Mhm.
going down there, you get sucked in for 45 minutes an hour. Respond, I can't
Yeah.
said this, blah, 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 blah. It's throwing you off. So starting your day without interruptions, doing those two things allows you to plan your day. And
Yeah.
I kind of sound uh, Pollyannish and saying, plan your day, but what I mean by plan your day is look at your calendar and say, what do I need to get done today? What are the things I need to get done? Because when I talk to clients, the biggest fear that most executives have is I've forgotten something. I've
Yeah.
forgotten something. And they have that devil on their shoulder going, you've forgotten something. But if you plan your day, you'll never forget anything. You plan it out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to take care of that at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and actually put it in your calendar.
Right.
Then turn
Right.
on your phone. Then check your
Ex-
email.
exactly. Exactly. For insight number two, I picked the twin cycles of elite performance because he has this 20-20-20 formula that is a fantastic morning routine that consists of 20 minutes of exercise, 20 minutes of reflection, and 20 minutes of learning. This is one that resonates with me, may not resonate with you. You have your own way of working it, but this did it for me. And it's designed really to boost your productivity and your effectiveness. I have reversed this over time. I've switched the things, and when I do them, that's fine. That's fine. I'm working on what's productive for me. And I just love being so energized and ready for the day. And a lot of people at work say I'm a little too much, I'm a little extra. But that's too bad because I totally love having that. If you imagine just doing what I'm talking about, you have added 365 hours of additional time to be for you, to be for you. That might be a little woo woo, but it's not because you're being the best that you can be. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, I agree. I love the idea that the cumulative aspect
Yeah.
of building it up over the year. I would add in front of the 20 minutes of exercise, 20 minutes of caffeine, but that would be the only thing I would add.
That would be
To
you.
yeah,
That
so
would
it'd
be you.
be
I'm showing you my coffee cup right
yeah,
here.
20, 20,
Yes.
20, 20. But no, 365 hours. of additional
Oh
time. If
my
you
God.
break that down by month, that's an extra week's worth every month. That's 36.
Yes.
That's 30 hours, 36 hours of additional time each month. So
Right.
it is amazing. Well, our
Oh,
third insight is Robin talks about your personal mastery of skills. And this is huge too. We always forget,
yes.
well, this is all I need to know. But you need to become a master. Everybody can become better. And
Yeah.
the book encourages readers to become the best versions of themselves by developing skills, setting goals, and taking consistent action.
Yeah.
And this is big. You know, learning doesn't stop when you graduate from school, from college or high school. It continues all the way through. It's amazing how many people don't read. They don't read books.
Oh my
They don't do
gosh.
anything. They don't go to conferences. They don't take classes. They don't do anything. They don't listen to podcasts. Oh, I don't have time for that, you know?
Oh
And
my God.
I'm like, you just have to do it. So one of the first things I do, I tell clients to become a better master of skills is to develop an energize, innervate list. What do I mean by that?
Ooh.
Just take a piece of paper, draw a vertical line down the center. On the left side, write energize, and on the right side, write innervate. Energize is write down all the things that energize you about your job, every single thing. It could be about your life too. You know, I
Hmm.
love email. I love meetings. I love uh, when someone talks too long.
Sarcasm. I
You know,
love sarcasm.
sarcasm. You know, I love sarcasm. Okay, so that you write all the things you love about your career or your life on the left side. On the right side, enervate. These are things that take energy away from you, that are energy vampires. So write all the things. It's odds are it's email, meetings, that sort of thing that are on the right hand side.
Right.
And what I want you to do is master your skills by doing more of the energized stuff and a little bit less of the enervate stuff. Try to minimize and streamline the stuff on the right hand side of the page.
Yeah.
Another thing
Yeah.
you should do is push yourself out of your comfort zone. Too many people are turned into like just jobbers. I'm just going to do the same thing. And they wonder why they're bored at work. But the minute you
Right.
push yourself out of your comfort zone and start doing things that push you a little bit, push your abilities, you become a master of skills. You get better and better at what you do. And the best thing about those two things I just told you is schedule them in your calendar. Again, I'm going to keep coming back to the more that you put these things in your calendar, the more they become reality.
Yeah. And I think you can't stress enough that you're making a difference for yourself. And then consequently, you're making a difference to other people. So it's kind of a definitely two punch, two situation. The fourth insight is service and contribution. The book highlights the importance of giving back to society and making a positive impact on others. When I started New Renew back in 2025 or 2005, we vowed to be connected to our community by donating our services, seeing new entrepreneurs that are creating startups, seeing how we can help them get on the right foot, and then just being super supportive of our vendors and our collaborators. That has always been our ethos, always will be. And I'm just so glad for it because I feel as if you're not connected to the community, you're this outlier and people don't remember you. People don't think about you. You just don't have that interconnection. And when it kind of went through my head, there was this other quote that was in the book that I thought was good. You can't lead others until you first learn to lead yourself. And what working in your community does is it gives you that strength to go and try something new, to push it a little, just like Rich said about
Yeah.
the whole comfort zone thing, right, Rich?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think, it's when you step out of your comfort zone, and I'm not saying a huge jump, just
Yeah.
tiptoe, the first toe outside, you'll start to see that it's an impact to how you work. Here's the other thing, other people see it also. Your boss will see it, your
Yeah.
peers will see it, and most importantly, your team will see it. And hopefully, they will mimic you and step out of their comfort zones. And so everybody wins. So
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
great.
I do too. And I think you're leaving you're leaving your ego at the door. People feel like you're really into doing some incredibly great work. I love it. It's just great.
So after rereading the book, BJ, is there anything you would change up with your extra time?
Well, that was interesting because I don't know how you felt, Rich, but when you were reading the book, you kind of did a mental checklist about how far away from the book did you get,
Yes.
because, we would have read it before. So it was interesting to see how I've molded it to my life
Yeah.
and how it's changed over the years. So
Yeah.
I think if there's anything, this is a shelf book that you can pull out and read every couple of years to kind of reassess yourself. So I like that. I really did. What about you, Rich? What are you thinking?
I think, a lot of the things in the book I do, but like I said, you could always be better. And so it's like, what else can I get done? What else can I do that I should be doing? And
Yeah.
a lot of it, I think in 2025, I'm going to be starting to reach out to people more and start integrating
Yeah.
myself.
You've mentioned this. You've
Yeah.
mentioned this. This
And
is a big goal
doing
for
that.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to try and do and be a little bit better at it.
Ooh, I love that. I love that. Well, this is a book for the shelf, folks. And if you haven't already, pick up a copy of the 5 a.m. Club. Own your morning, elevate your life. It is a must read for anyone ready to make 2025 their year to shine.
And folks, let's keep the podcast momentum going. Share this episode on LinkedIn, Instagram, X, and TikTok with the hashtag The Best Small Business Show. Spread the word and keep our community growing by subscribing to our show.
Yes. And for all things business, and you want to take it to the next level, reach out to Rich G at richg.com.
For all things brand marketing and website design, contact my podcast partner, BJ Flagg, at newrenew.com and make your marketing remarkable.
And hey there, folks, a big shout out to our editor and producer, Richard Scalzo, for making us sound so professional in every episode. Have an unbelievable week, crush your goals, and read those books. And we'll catch you on the next episode.